out here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
5 now. Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. To throw, it's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first down, Drake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 9, Murray.
9-yard line.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins, 29 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll set up to throw from the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. Hey, 66.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coaches, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, 66.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on this.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
J-Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Brady on target there to Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jadon Mickens on the return. The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Check 59, Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 40.
And Brady, the tight end's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Brady's pass.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. on 3rd and long. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
3-yard line.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a play fake. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead.
Nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, and
my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Antonio Brown.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
3-yard line.
Brady to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.